Hello everyone, Prasad Amankar, real estate consultant and real estate coach. We are on day 10 of 30 days challenge. Now, it doesn't mean that whatever I'm talking today to you, and it has to be spoken on day 10 or 11 or 12. See, basically, what I have been talking about all this while to you in this 30 days challenge is setting your targets, because if you don't set your targets you cannot achieve it. You have to have something measurable target. Then we spoke about focused approach, we also spoke about 80-20 rule, and then suddenly I realized that there is something which we miss, and what we miss is learning too much, knowing too many things, and then actually not executing the entire process. The real estate trade will happen only if you have focused approach and actually going out and doing business. What will happen to virtual viewing is fine, but then if you don't go out, if you don't look at the properties, you don't feel the properties, you don't visualize your entire deal, how it is going to happen? Okay, I have seen so many technologies which has come up in these days. Technology like making videos of a particular property and sending it to clients, then WhatsApp, social media, Facebook, and so many other platforms where you can market your product. But if you have not gone to a site, if you have not been to a property and you have not felt how this property would be utilized for, there are less chances that you will end up doing a good sale. Now wait, I'll tell you what. See, real estate is not a CEO driven company in most of the cases. I have been asked by so many people on many platforms that what is that challenge which a real estate agent face during his career. The first thing what happens is, you as a businessman, as a real estate agent, when you look at people, employing people under you and expecting they do the same thing like how you do, expecting them to do business just like you. This is where things sometimes go wrong, unless you have very good system in place. You've been in the business for 5 or 10 years and you actually have a proven system. But in 90% of the cases, or maybe more than that, I don't know the numbers, maybe more than that, people are actually working on an individual basis. Okay, like they are independent, they are like a proprietor in that company, and they actually work on a case-to-case basis. So they are not like a CEO driven company wherein you are working and you have people under you, and then you give them properties, you give them leads, you give them a system, and they will do the rest of the things for you. It may not happen that way. Okay, so what do you do in this case? You need a growth, right? You need a scalable approach, right? Unless you do that, at certain times you will be only doing a limited business. When I speak about delegation something in real estate, it may not happen exactly the same way which you were expecting. Okay, now for example, the way I handle my clients, okay, imagine someone has come to you for a requirement of 5 crore property, okay, and you assign that particular client to one of your associate or to your executive or your staff. Now how is he going to manage that particular client? So see, basically what happens is, you can delegate, but you see the risk involved as well. Correct? Suppose if things does not go well and it does not fall in its place, you are going to, there is a big risk involved, right? 5 crore into total 4% is, how much it is. Correct? So I don't have to tell you that. Certain cases, what you can do is, you can divide your product line into something which you can handle on your own, certain things which could be handled by your associate. So when I say associate, they are actually not your staff. They probably kind of your partners. Okay, may not be like on paper, but whenever you have certain leads which you are not handling, you are passing it on to your associate. And the third will go to your staff. Till your staff is experienced, you can give them rental business, you can give them some small ticket size projects to handle. And if you can give them like that primary segment, will be more easier, because it's a little bit easy to handle primary sale, because it's kind of a system in place wherein you have a lead, you pass it on to the developer along with your executive. So your executive is actually kind of coordinating with the developer, okay, for that particular client. Rentals, mostly they are like on a regular basis, so it is again kind of easy. See, when I say easy, it doesn't mean that it's like totally easy. Everything will have its own challenges. So when I make a rental deal and I get about 20,000-30,000 rupees in my pocket, I also feel good. It's not necessary that only that big ticket size, that big commission makes me happy. Whatever money comes to me, I feel happy, and so should you. Because unless you feel happy about something coming to you, okay, even that small money, you will not enjoy the big part of it. Okay, so coming back to the site viewing, you can do a lot of things online. Okay, it's very, very important to have your inventory in CRM, to have your properties marketed through different portals. Then you have on the WhatsApp groups, social media groups, workplace, and so many other technologies which probably you are going through and you are using it. But certain properties you need to check on your own. Feel that property. At times you will find, I'll give you a tip over here. At times you'll find that you don't have any work to do on that particular day. Just take your bike, take your car, go out and see the properties which you were, confident about selling. Okay. So for example, if I feel sometimes that I'm getting bored of actually sitting in the office and doing all that paperwork or that system and all that, what I do is just start my car and go around and check those properties which I love to watch. I just like to go there, see the property, it's available for sale. I call up the owner again, I speak to him. It kind of brings that vibration in me that, okay, I need to sell this property, Baba. I need to rent this property. I need to get a buyer for this particular property. So the idea of going and actually going to the site is making you feel that you are a real estate agent. Just sitting in the office most of the times and doing that paperwork or doing that technical work or online work, chances are that you will not get result so fast. Okay, I'll tell you what. Today, I have seen one property. Then in the evening, I saw another property, and then we showed one property. So 3 work today. Okay, by end of today, we got a positive result. Okay, we got a good kind of positive reply from a client. Though that deal has not happened, but we got a positive reply from the work which we had done yesterday. So how these things happen? It's my experience. Whenever you work, and if you have done 4 or 5 or 7 or 10 things in a day, if nothing is materialized on that particular day, something which you did in past will show result. I can tell you this with confidence. One client, we showed so many properties and he did not buy from us. Not buy from us, actually we were showing him a rental property. He did not take from us. He took from someone else. But on that 10 viewings, we saw those 10 properties again, that repeat happened, and next day, or I think the second day, we got a client for the property which we had shown to the previous client. So your work efforts will result into, it will result into positive somewhere else. So don't get upset that मैं इतना काम किया, I showed so many properties, इतना पूरा दिन काम किया, and what is the result? 0. नहीं, ऐसा हो ही नहीं सकता. I'm telling you, I've been doing it for years. So you will have to believe me. Because I've been doing it for so many years. You know why? I purposely try to fill my day with work, even if I don't have something, because only after doing that work I've got result. बैठे बैठे मेरे को business नहीं हुआ है. बैठे बैठे I mean to say not doing anything, relaxing, I've not got business. Okay? आराम से ऐसा business आया है, challenges के साथ भी आया है, easily भी आया है. But because I have done something, I have worked on the properties, I have worked on the clients, I have worked on my business, I have worked with team, I help people close deals, not only for my organization, for somewhere else. Right? So that has given me result. So today, when you're listening to me, try and understand one thing. When I say 30 days challenge, what I'm telling you today has to happen almost every day. Today, and I think on the 5th or 6th day, whatever subject I spoke about, planning, execution, and today what I spoke, going out, seeing properties, meeting people, feeling the property, actually will give you result. This I've been doing for all these years, and it has produced good result for me, and it has produced result for many of my associate friends. It's not only my experience. There are many people in the market who are good realtors. They don't work so much. They only work on these 2-3 properties, but they work consistently. They work quality time. They put their quality time onto practical work. For example, if in the morning time, if I can get clients in the morning, or I get clients between 3 to 6, I need to put that time, productive time, for the practical work, and not just sitting in the office or not doing certain unproductive work. Okay, like team meetings is important. Like if you have a team, that is important. Learning part can come at the time when there is no source available for you to meet people or to go around and see properties or do that work, practical work. So learning can happen during the time when the rest of the people are either sleeping or rest of the people are not available to get connected to you. I hope you are getting my point. The point here is use your time wisely of the day. You want to know, like, I wake up at 4:30 or 5 o'clock in the morning, I start with meditation and then prayers and then exercise and everything, and then by 9 or 10 I'm done with my planning and I'm done with my phone calls and I'm done with my half of the day, like 5 o'clock till 9 or 10 o'clock, you're almost 5 hours, right? So imagine how much work would happen in that morning time. And then practical, that is going out and meeting people or seeing properties, feeling properties and working on it, making some telephone calls, then the break, and then making some calls again and planning for the next day, because you need to plan your next day either in the morning or in the evening. So evening is always a good time to plan for the next day, okay? And in fact, you should plan your entire week, but that entire week planning is basically kind of on a wider scale. But then every day things can change. So your next day's plan will depend on what you did today. What you had planned may not exactly happen the same way, whatever you had planned for the next day, but at least it is kind of outlined for you. Again, I'm telling you, your efforts, your focused efforts towards closing deal will happen only and only and only if you have worked for it. And when I say work, understand that client is your actual source of income. And if you have not met clients, whichever way, online, digital, physical, and the second is the property, these are the two things which is your income producing asset, right? So don't get into non-income producing assets, be there, have a focused approach towards income producing assets, work towards it. Go back, write down today what you are going to do for the next day, how you are going to utilize your time. Morning, what time you are going to wake up, your plan for the day, or if you have done it on the previous day, nothing like it, make some telephone calls 9 to 10, then go out for the site viewings. This I'm telling you in an ideal condition. There are certain places there could be lockdown, so utilize your time accordingly, whatever time is given to you for business purpose. Break, come back again, use your productive time for actually meeting people or connecting with people. Don't spend that time into learning. Got my point? Don't spend that particular time into learning, because that is the time when people are there to connect with you. Either early morning or late evenings should be your learning time, where there are no other sources available either to disturb you or to connect with you, right? So all the best to you. Plan your day for tomorrow, and I want to see that deal by the end of 30 days. All the best.